I am 82, and for years the room would tilt every morning when I stood up too fast, until one small change with my glass of water steadied it. Before we begin, if these honest words help you, take a moment and subscribe. That way more people find them. Let me show you exactly how it went. The night is over. Gray light is coming soft through the curtain. I sit up, I plant my feet on the cold floor, and I push myself to stand. And then it happens. The room leans. A slow gray swim moves behind my eyes, as if someone tilted the whole house a little to one side. My hand reaches out on its own and finds the wooden bedpost. I hold it. I wait. I do not move. And after a few long seconds, the world comes quietly back to where it belongs. Maybe you know that feeling, that dizziness when you stand up too fast, that little moment where you are not quite sure of your own 2 feet. That is what I want to sit with you about today. Just you and me, like 2 women over a cup of tea. Now let me be honest with you right at the start. I am not a doctor, and I do not see you. I cannot know what your mornings are like or what your body is carrying. This is only what did me good, one long life passed gently to yours. So if this swim keeps happening to you, week after week, or if you take any medication at all, please make it a conversation with your own doctor, not with me. That part matters. Good. Now here is the first small thing I came to understand about the morning, and it surprised me when I learned it. All through the night, while we sleep so still, we are quietly losing water. We do not feel it, but it leaves us all the same, through our breath, through our skin, hour after hour in the dark. So by the time that gray light reaches the curtain, we are a little drier than we ever think we are. We wake up already needing water before we have even opened our eyes. And there, on the nightstand, sits the glass I filled the evening before, waiting. And this dryness, this small, quiet thing the night takes from us, is tied to that swim behind the eyes more closely than you would guess. Because I came to understand that the little lag, that moment when the blood has to travel up to the head and seems to fall behind, is not simply age. It is often one thing that can be gently helped. And it begins with what the night quietly takes from us. Think of it plainly. All through the night, with each quiet breath and through your skin, a little water leaves your body. You wake a bit drier than you feel, and when you jump up out of bed, your blood has to climb all the way up to your head, fast. If you are dry, it lags for just a moment. That little pause is the gray swim behind the eyes. That is the room tilting on you. So I changed 2 small things. Only 2. And I want to give you both, gently, so you can try them tomorrow morning. The first is the water itself. Every evening before I sleep, I fill a glass and set it right there on my nightstand, within easy reach, at room temperature, not cold from the tap. Then in the morning, before my feet ever touch the floor, I sit up against my pillows, and I drink it, slowly, small sips over a minute or 2. I do not gulp it down. I let my body wake up with it, the way you would sip a warm tea and let the morning settle around you. The second thing is how I stand, and this, I think, is where the real difference lives. I do not spring up anymore. Those days are behind me. I sit on the edge of the bed, I let my feet rest flat on the floor, and I count slowly to 10. While I count, I roll my ankles, I move my toes, I let the blood remember its way back up. Only then, when I am ready, do I rise. Slow water, slow standing. That is the whole of it. 2 small habits, side by side, and together they changed my mornings. Let me ask you something while we pause here. How old are you? And does the room ever swim when you first stand up? Tell me in the comments. I read them truly. It helps me to know I am sitting with real people. And if these gentle words are doing you good, take a quiet moment and subscribe before we go on. That way they find their way to someone else who needs them. Now I want to be honest with you, as I always try to be. This is my own experience, one long life passed to yours. I am not a doctor, and I do not see you. If your dizziness keeps returning, or if you take any medication, that is a conversation for your own doctor, not for me. But this gentle habit did me good, and it costs nothing but a little patience. But there is a reason I hold to this so faithfully now, past 60. A reason that goes deeper than a steadier morning, because a single dizzy moment, right there at the edge of the bed, can cost far more than a bruise. And that is what I want you to understand next. A fall in the morning can change everything, not the bruise, not the sore hip that heals in a few weeks. I mean the fear that comes after it. The way one dizzy moment, one swim of the room as you rise, can quietly close doors you spent your whole life keeping open. Because steadiness is not a small thing. It is the door to so much. It is walking to the kitchen alone and pouring your own tea. It is kneeling in the garden with your hands in warm soil, in the soft daylight, growing something with your own two hands. It is staying in your own home, on your own terms, living the life you want to live. When the world stays still under your feet, all of that stays yours. So let me gather the whole of it for you, plainly, so you can carry it with you. The night before, fill a glass of water and set it on your nightstand, right where you can reach it in the dark. Room temperature, waiting for you. In the morning, before your feet even touch the floor, sit up against your pillows and sip it slowly. Small sips over a minute or two. Let your body wake with the water, then sit on the edge of the bed. Let your feet rest flat, and count slowly to 10. Roll your ankles, move your toes, let the blood remember its way up to your head. Only then do you rise. Slow and unhurried, and the room stays where it should be. That is all of it. Slow water, slow standing. There is nothing to buy, nothing to remember but a glass and a count to 10. It costs nothing. It asks only a little patience. And if these gentle habits speak to you, give the channel a quiet subscribe before we finish. That way these honest words find their way to more people who need them. Now let me say the thing I always come back to, because I mean it with my whole heart. I am not your doctor, and I do not see you. This is my personal experience, not medical advice. It is one long life passed gently to yours. If your dizziness keeps returning, morning after morning, or if you take any medication for it, that is a conversation for your doctor, not for me. Please take it to them. Ask your questions out loud. That, too, is part of staying steady. But this small habit did me good. At 82, it steadied my mornings when nothing about growing older feels certain, and it may support the way you feel when you first rise, too. So take your time each morning. Fill the glass the evening before. Sip before you stand. Sit on the edge of the bed and count to 10, and let the world settle around you before you carry your own weight. There is no rush. There never was. Let us grow older steady, mobile, and at peace, in our own homes, in the soft morning light, one calm day at a time.